bosses. That should lean a little G2, but OpTic also love that map sitting at 10 and 3. They get their best overload and den in the middle of this series. I mean, G2's got to pull out something special here. Even the S&Ds are leaning towards OpTic Texas.
Well, they cooked them on the gridlock last time, and they've been playing a lot of den recently, so I think G2, I think it's actually dead equal when we talk about it.
She didn't say we, but she did say, I don't like it. OpTic is favored. Who do you think Allie wants to win this matchup?
Wants to?
We got 20 seconds. Scuff pick'ems. Let's lock them in. Allie, you go first.
I'm going to go with OpTic Texas. I think they look too good on land.
I love OpTic Texas as well, Allie. I'd choose OpTic today.
There you go.
Yeah, you brought up the point where they are 12-0 and best of fives. Yeah, that's tough to beat. I'm going to go OpTic in Game 5. I think they learned from their mistakes from last year.
It is time to go to the stage.
Alors, cette victoire, comment vous l'avez vécue? On ne va pas perdre plus de temps. We're not going to wait any longer. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring the next teams. First, heading from Minnesota, ladies and gentlemen, G2 Minnesota! Rep Nasty Skies and from the Lone Star States, the Green Wall. Ladies and gentlemen, OpTic Texas! Hook the Nuke, Shotzi! Dashy and Mercules! Oh, you know what time it is!
I thought for a second I was going to take off one of my headphones to listen to the crowd a little bit better, but then I realized I hear the French casters, and that doesn't work at all.
Does not work.
Does not work. Well, let's get into the mixer. OpTic with a significant dub yesterday, looking strong, poised to make a run, expected to be in a grand final. That's just been how this year has played out. The question is, how do they do once they get there? But a tough test here in round 2. I mean, you got the bracket if you're OpTic. You know, you didn't have what you would say most of the top teams on your side. You didn't have Faze or Thieves on your side. It is a little crazy when you look at like this matchup, and then the other side of winners is Faze Thieves. It does look a little nuts.
Yeah, I mean, it's just yeah, they should be back into a Sunday, should be back into a winners final, but you never know with a little bit of magic on their side. But so far, so good. Very controlled game here out of OpTic Texas. They're getting some P1 time. You have the rotation over towards P2. They are slaying well. OpTic in form today. I was talking to Bruce yesterday. He kind of liked it. He was like, it's a little different. It's fun being the villain. He's like, I kind of get what Draws is feeling. Every now and then.
Just show people up probably feels great.
So I think on one side it's that, and then G2 if Envoy can get in the flow, they will have that behind them. They're going to feel it.
And it's not like, I mean, for OpTic, it's not like you have a bunch of young players. Like, you've got vets outside of Mercules. Like, I don't think you're that phased. And Mercules doesn't seem to be phased by a whole lot, honestly.
No.
Since he's come into the league, been on the grandest of stages, and they line up in front of Hook. He's able to dial in 2-4. He delivered a third. Pistol tag's on point, but only enough to soften him up for Mercules. We're through 2 hardpoints, and you have 2 points.
Yeah, not the start that you wanted if you were G2. And again, you are losing rotation. You take a look at P3, you are in the great spot. You have Hook and Dashy on planet. You are just finding all of the kills. Everybody's got the M15 out. This is some unreal hardpoint to start.
Yeah, I think this is why they've been able to play with the comms the way they are, with how calm they have been, how precise, not a whole lot of yelling out people being one shot or panicking comms. Yeah, Hoop can get a little wild sometimes. Outside of that, they're chilling because they just play good fundamental COD, and when you make the game easy, it doesn't need to sound that frantic.
Well, and I'm going to be honest, they're just, G2 is not finding kills. You immediately flip the map. That was like the one key for G2, is you didn't have the P3 side, but at least you had spawns for P4. Instead, you lose everything. Finally, you're starting to fight back a bit. As Kremp's able to get to a double, but I mean, yeah, we saw it yesterday. OpTic looked locked in.
Absolutely locked as Dashy's out to a double KD to kick it off. Hook right there with him. Minnesota, I keep wanting to say, like, this is their chance. This is their hard point to claw back, but they haven't really been ahead on rotation yet. So
no, they've lost every single one.
Every single one. Good thing for them, one player is going to be spawning way out back green in the form of Mercules. The question is, does Mercules get involved to split up this push? Does he find a pick? It looks like, I think he took a couple of shots, or the read was on point there from G2 to deal with it. So they are able to get in. And that's a big part of just at least one player spawning out. They had the numbers to push forward.
Yeah, but Dashy was able to find one, so this is going to be a little bit messy right now. You do have one player in the hill, but immediate reinforcements there from the green wall. Well, Mercules NPC in hand, he's going to find that double. But yeah, you can see, even after that kill, once you got back spawns, this is not turned into clean time at all for G2. So OpTic continue to make this messy.
And you hear Karma talking about it. If you're a fan of OpTic, all I'm saying, I want my ARs pulling out the NPC more often. We've seen Mercules doing it more, and he's been able to make plays like he did there, but the playmaker is Hoop as he dials up a triple again, his second triple of the game. All that's really going to do is alleviate pressure for rotation. I mean, it's not a big triple in the sense of getting points. At that hard
position that you could be in. They are doing everything on the map right now, and even that heads-up play out of Shotzi to just take his time. I think he was going for the assassination, but opted not to go for it. Tremto is able to make the play, so his double, once he gets out of top blue, will make things a bit messy.
Well, after they made a play last time, it was Mercules that was able to get a double to kind of hold that forward push. Him and Hook, really the playmakers at forward to get the time. Hook's going to do it again here. Hook is going nuts. He's on 4 straight, 19 and 9. The Nuke, unbothered by the crowd, unbothered by this environment. He's popping off.
Yeah, well, now again, he's trying to flip the map. They want them spawning in that top left corner. They weren't able to read the spawns, but Mercules is still alive. Both players on 5-6 sprees now there for Hook. Mercules is taken down, but again, you kind of look at the map, you are where you want to be. But some spawns come in for Minnesota, and maybe there's a chance here to fight towards this white wall.
I mean, up 80 on Scar at this point's a lot.
It's a
why
lot.
do I feel like G2 are blessed not to be down more? Am I faded? Like, yeah, that just felt so lopsided.
Yeah, I think because the last couple of hills are, you know, very split.
Yeah, I got broken up a bit.
But, I mean, we kind of know a lot of the times this map ends at like 250 to 220, 250 to 200. Not the case. So, yeah, 80-point lead is a big one on Scar.
It is significant on Scar, but I guess I just looked up and thought it'd almost be more when you just think about it. They're getting outslayed, bro. It's like 20 to 25 already, like through the first half of the game. Like, they're getting torched, absolutely torched. G2 guns have got to get hot. Sometimes guns getting hot makes the game easier for everybody. It's a double for Envoy, and some time now to G2. I think Kremp want to fight on rotation to next, so he'll have
just only gonna be him now
for now, but he is by himself. He's 12 HP. He's going to get wall banged due to the opening damage there from Hook. He's able to finish off the kill. Now everybody's spawning out towards P3, and it feels like anytime G2 have something, OpTic have an answer.
And again, just a clean rotation towards this P2 from OpTic. You are making this very difficult on yourself. Nasty, though, is able to find a double. Do they read this split spawn? Mercules is in the back. Him and Dashy are there. And while on the hill, you lose the gunfight. Shotzi, he plays his life to perfection. Dashy off a spawn. Again, it is all OpTic throughout this map.
Skies with the double, trying to break it up. Only 70 points so far for this G2 team. Haven't charged it into time, but at least cleared OpTic out of the point to try and stay in the fight. Envoy going to be the last person here battling as his teammates come on spawn. Backside and try to reinforce this.
That's the thing too, with a lot of their multi-kills so far here for G2, it's just to get them off the time, right? It's to keep things messy. It's not like they're getting multis and then earning a ton of time. It is very minimal, and that's why that lead stays the same.
At some point, G2 are going to have to chain together a couple of hard points. This is maybe your the game's been so easy for OpTic so far. That's credit to how they've been playing, but a great opening need from Hook. No trophy coverage in for Skies. And what I thought was going to be a nice early setup for G2 is instant pressure from OpTic.
And well, that's just the team nades on point. No trophy in the hill at this P3, and I think as soon as we saw him blow up, you saw a couple of more nades right on top of his body. So nades on point there for OpTic. That leads to this break, and now they are in control.
OpTic on land have absolutely dominated this matchup, and well, they're continuing to do it here. Lead growing and growing, and now nearly up to 120 points with a P4 looming. But OpTic, whether ahead on rotation or behind, it has not mattered. They found the kills to make a difference.
Yeah, somehow Dashy's gotten to this spot, and really he's like the one thorn in their side, but even with then, you're able to find that kill, you get the trade, you still have the close spawns for another P4. Again, there's a multi-kill, but there's some halftime. Maybe now a chance. Can that get G2 going? You see the map flip immediately. Here you go. You're way back into the game.
I was wondering if maybe with new popping and nobody in it, OpTic might get a couple players blessed to spawn back P4, but it doesn't happen. So the best looking spot G2 have been out this entire game. The downside is even if you get like a flawless hold here, you still have a lot of work to do, but you need this hold first and foremost. You've already lost 2 players, 1 to a team kill, 1 to Mercules. The pressure is here. Hook trying to pop off yet again. Nasty in trouble, but Envoy gonna bail him out for now, but it's OpTic in the hard point.
Yeah, you're just choked out, right? There's just no room to work with, and we know around blue it is all about the finesse, and well, Mercules is the man doing it right now, finally taken down, so you still have 20 seconds here. But even when things are starting to go a little bit better, you look at the scoreboard and it's still a 100-point lead.
Yeah.
Envoy's on a 5-3, maybe could find a Hellstorm. That story ends. Looking at the map for a rotation, it's the green arrows in the spot for the final hill.
Yeah, it's just like you can't. Hook was the last player remaining on that side of it. It looked pretty good for OpTic moments ago, but all the kills go the way of G2. Guns maybe starting to get a little bit hotter. Sky's honestly having a terrific game. Skies continues the terrific game. Now at 33 and 25, still 70 points. The difference between them, you lose 2 players. The 2 remaining are gonna have to clutch. You still get a back spawn for at least 1. Okay, both players gonna spawn in the back still for G2 and be able to reinforce this rather quickly. Nasty on a little bit of a spree here. We're not into interesting territory yet, but we're getting close.
Yeah, we are getting close, and this guy continues to pop off another multi-kill. And when you and I have talked about this G2 roster is the consistency of Kremp. It's the other guys, can they step up? Kremp was like 17 and 32. Finally starting to get going, but Skies is keeping them in this.
What did I say to you, like joking yesterday? I was like,
hold up now.
What if G2 make a run to the top 4 and Skies drops a 1.2 this week? I was totally kidding, but Skies is piecing.
Hold up now.
The comeback now. Alive and well, G2 from down 120 back within 40. They've had OpTic on clamps over the last minute and a half. I said they needed lights out hardpoint, and that is what you have got. Firing on all cylinders and right back into the ball game.
Well, it was right before that P5. It looked like OpTic were in control, and then, yeah, a couple of deaths come in, and then they're able to chain this together. You have been caught in this trap. Shotzi's trying to get you out, but you were within 20.
What a turnaround this has been for G2. Could be one of the better comebacks on the year. OpTic, yeah, just need to find some kills, start to shift this momentum. They're going to do it late in this P1. Spawning G2 right where they want him. Over towards green. Him yet. Hunting for him, but the guy is not missing. Straight headies onto Skies. How clutch is this guy?
It reminds me of the last major. You're going to have maybe one more chance here. Kremp on this pinch, but with that spawn, you were going to turn right away. So Hook's going to spawn upstairs, but there will be a double.
Hold up.
You're up to 220 now. 229 now if you are OpTic. But Hook continues to fight. He's going to slow them down.
You just have to keep OpTic out of the point. I mean, maybe you're not going to get a lot of time. You've got to get them out of the point, and you're absolutely correct. It is not happening. It's all M15s out for OpTic. The team shot has been on point. Hook still in the point, soaking. Plenty of time remaining in the hard point to close this out. G2 came alive. G2 made it interesting. But Dashy and OpTic, the closers to take map 1.
And well, normally in a map like that, what we kind of always talk about is like, all right, can you prolong this map? Can you get the
kind of timing to pick it up? But Dashy with the AR, not the snipe, will find the opener. Is well, okay, now Shotzi gets his head laced. Skies will bring it back to a 3 versus 3.
Probably hasn't had one of those since he played Halo. So. but maybe just the way he moves around the map will slow him down.
Oh, yeah,
almost like an X did.
Yeah, well, he tried. I think he has tried to catch timing in this round. We'll see if we see much more of it.
Well, I kind of like it.
Yeah, no, I don't hate it. Well, Nasty, I thought had one, needed to get one in that scenario. Not able to do it, but on the other side of it, will they get the plan in and get away clean? Skies had to cover the planner. He is able to do that beautifully before the other two players from OpTic get here. And Mr. Icy and Mercules trying to find him. Awkward timing around the back. Sky's gonna get dropped. Crimp now got the plan in. His turn to clutch. Lurking and looking to capitalize. Eyes on one. Able to win it, but hit down to 38 HP. Nobody on bomb, able to check.
He is behind Shotzi, or is it gonna work on the other side? He's able to slip on through. Just what info did you get from Tremp?
Now he knows. And I think Dashy realizes something is afoot, but the timing is awkward for him as he wraps back to pick it up. And he just got shotgunned, I'm pretty sure, by the NPC of Envoy.
Yeah, and that's just all. He wins one-on-one, and the round just kind of collapses. So very spread there from G2.
And the patience from Envoy not to get greedy. Wait until the next interaction goes down, then pick your poison. Oh. Shotzi just joked the hell out of Skies, just slid through that and took a little dookie on him.
Well, now this is winnable now.
Yeah,
they think they have him trapped in. He's able to rotate all the way towards B. 1 versus 2 here.
Be a 1v3 in total if Shotzi can close. Here comes G2. Eyes on one, tags into one. Has smoke for finesse, goes vertical, hit the 41 HP, but able to stay up. He had Hook with 3 in a round. Envoy now, well, he gets 3. It's been takeover from Hook and Envoy really through these first 2.
That Shotzi again there with
he
a snipe.
swapped off right as he would have had the opportunity. I guess he didn't hit the shot. Hook's legs have been blown to smithereens. Trim, gotta be careful here. He's got 2 teammates to work with, but don't want to get over aggressive, get caught. And he's doing a good job just picking a corner, giving himself maybe a one-on-one. Well, they both try to put damage in. Shotzi. Back to a little bit more of a default here, being aggressive with the SMG. Out of the play for now is going to be Kremp. He's looking to get to his teammates as quick as he can. It'll be number 4, and Dashy is picking it up. Nice first blood for Mercules. Haven't had many clean.
Yeah, it's just a tough stun there for Skies, right? He stuns that, clears that room, doesn't think there's anyone there. But Envoy's going to find Hook again. You're just waiting for Kremp now, but Dashy locked it down the flame, never giving it up. Mercules with a second in the round, all down to Nasty.
Oh, adios.
Oh, he just blew up.
He's 6-2. I know some of his kills haven't led to a round one, but
Shotzi's getting very aggressive.
Impactful.
But Shotzi's already through. Skies was able to spot one, but I just do not think there are so many players all over this side of the map. And on the other side is Kremp trying to find anything. This is normally not what we see, but Hook, Shotzi finding the kills.
Envoy thinks he has enough to finish it, not able to do it. Hook and Shotzi have just been a thorn. Stabbed directly into G2, no opening. Kremp by himself towards B, because Nasty is pushing through it. He's going to be an hour before he really gets to his squad.
Yeah, the good thing for them is bomb is not planted yet, so that gives them some time to develop this flank. So staying very patient, but sometimes this, okay, what is this? Wall bait from Skies.
3 HP, Mercules is like, I'm hiding, boys. I thought he was dead again. He took more fire. Shotzi, though, on the wraps, able to find one. Nasty gets involved on the other side of it. Suddenly, it's all going to be Nasty. He got there, but unfortunately dissolved on the other end. How did Mercules stay alive?
Well, he stays alive.
Because Mercules got behind a much sturdier cement block. Kremp is going to send it, and Kremp is going to find it. First blood in, 2 HP, trying to stay up, and they're trying to help him stay up. Nice damage from Envoy.
We're just shooting everything.
He's got 2, maybe a bullet. Krypton tries to get the angle, Skies tries to get the angle, and he gets shut down.
And poor Skies, I mean,
it was Kremp on the other side.
He just had some of these gunfights versus Shotzi in NPC range, and he's getting destroyed.
Yep.
So you stay alive if you're OpTic, and you allow Shotzi to make his play. So bomb was not planted.
OpTic kind of have them pinned in. Well, that's a lot of info from Hercules. He has been back here. He has been waiting. Oh, I thought he wasn't going to finish it. He did that extra time, though. Maybe why I can't pull a multi out of that. Krip and Dashy squaring up. Dashy going to tuck away. I don't think he saw him. Doesn't see him. Shotzi makes the play towards bomb. Crimp left alone now, 1 versus 2. Eyes on one. Tries to stays his welcome, and Mercules taking over mid-map. He gets 2 numbers to OpTic that can close it here.
Well, a bomb site is open, but there's a lot of time he's on gridlock, so they're worried about the pinch. Shotzi's going to pick that up, but both players in front of them. Here we go. Dashy and Skies keep them alive, or OpTic running away with it.
Nasty needs one more bullet. He's going to chow out Mercules with 3 in the round. Finally drops. Skies the clutch now. 1v3, 2 remaining. Eyes on 1, able to win that. Gets away, 31 HP, and the chase does not happen. Under 30 on the clock. Skies trying to keep G2 alive in this search and destroy.
Oh, he gets spotted, though. He's going to get spotted by Hooch, and Hooch is going to back away. Continues to throw the shoulders, waste his time. Only 18 seconds. Wall bangs there. Has to take the next fight. Hooch continues to run. What more can you ask for this? And while Skies is just trying to spot him, but the patience pays off. Map 2. One of the better search and destroys we have seen from OpTic recently, if not the best. But OpTic hold good defense from them.
Now, who is it lurking here? It's Shotzi. Oh!
Headshot, that was crispy. Crispy headshots.
Yo, that was a snap from Crimp. Just straight onto the forehead of shot. We've talked about in the past, that's one of the problems with going prone, because like if someone snaps on you, it's all they're shooting is your head usually. Like, that was a good example of it. But honestly, that was just a really clean snap of the Crimp.
Yeah, but even behind the 3 dead, you were kind of all over the place if you were G2. You had one player pushing towards A, you had one player pushing towards B, and then Skies with the EMP had no idea really where to go. Gets caught in some bad timing, and well, they're just still on this step 1, just trying to find an opening.
Maybe behind that kill, though. Crimp starts to heat up. It's looking like it. You need Crimp.
They don't have EMP, though.
That's the problem, Joe, but you still have 2 players forward. It won't be enough time. OpTic might end up, do they just give this up?
Nades.
I thought maybe going to give this up, but with the EMP not being picked up, now they're going to send players at it. The kill comes in, but the score will still go through. It's been a relentless attack. I think OpTic are absolutely happy with the scoreline, considering this is where you've been fighting the entire game. It was Nasty, I think, looking for the opening. Through the mid-push pinch, he gets shut down, and well, that should shut down the push for now. Shotzi's turn to take a little bit of a route up through mid, and that turns into 2. Maybe a chance for OpTic to have their first forward momentum. I was trying to keep an eye on the mini-map. I thought Nasty found the perfect timing to get in behind 2, but he's just going to stagger this a little bit for OpTic, but Dashy is cutting you up on the front line. The Skies with a big enough kill to get the rest of his team here on defense.
I was gonna say, it's great if Nasty's staggering, but if Dashy pops 3 and scores, it does not matter about that play on that side of the map. Looks like we're gonna be taking this EMP into OT, so one more chance here for OpTic.
One chance to be heroes in this first half. Not able to snap high enough, but Shotzi, I think they're detonating, and that's gonna connect after he drops. We head to half.
Especially on that side when EMP spawns down low.
Yeah.
That's just it.
That's what G2 have to avoid this half. Like if they're gonna come back in this series, they have to avoid a poor break off.
I cannot believe it's 50-50, but maybe they just didn't control the EMP and just had that side of the map.
Yeah, no, I think most of the time we talked about it was less about EMP and more just like map control. This is exactly what G2 had to avoid. Okay, well, I barely finished talking about it, and what I was worried about happens for G2. Good thing for them, as I said, you probably need like play on defense. Whoever is like body block there.
Just give him a little bit of time, but this reminds me of like LA Thieves. Why they've been so good at overload recently is like they're clutch defensive plays, and now you're seeing this from OpTic Texas.
Like if the body block's not there, I think he pushes it through before he gets killed and scores. I didn't know if that was intentional. I mean, maybe it was. On X-ray, it looks so cool. Squared him up, stopped the score. Still tied up with just under 3 to go. Mercules finding the timing. That's wide open. Everybody dead. Just somebody's got to have eyes on that.
Yeah, I don't know how that's wide open. I mean, I know you were down 1 player, but that's a miscomm. And now OpTic's going to be very patient here. They know this is a topside spawn, so they're just going to wait. They do not want to give up a free counter, and this is such good patience here in this setup. Look at this. They were waiting for the wrap back, and now they are getting kills. Mercules is able to find a double, and okay. Nasty almost snuck through. No, it's not. OpTic scoring again. Kremp just trying to find some spawn kills. He had to deal with Mercules, but his MPC has been on point throughout this map. They are forward, but not forward enough. And while they don't have EMP, OpTic just gonna get this out of here.
Dashy with a clutch gunfight there. I feel like that probably back to mid-map, map 1. This headshots. Pulling him out of a situation. 2 kills forward. EMP is deep. Maybe playing a little bit of turtle or keep away.
Well, I think they were going to try to rotate this out, but now they got stuck. Now they got stuck all the way back here, and you have to play defense if you are OpTic. Well, it is this man again. Every single time You need a clutch multi-kill. It is Dashy.
Dashy, the absolute closer. 27 and 17.
He gets another one.
Did pistol, AR, snipe, sub. It don't matter. The boy is cooking.
Yeah, they were just trying to...
Not the boy, the man.
Yeah, they were trying to rotate that out, and then they got caught, so they had to back it all the way up, and look what this turns into. He also scores. What a moment for Big Bruce.
I feel like lately, I mean, for so long we talked about his clutches and search and destroy. It's been the clutch and respawn for him these past couple of months. And now maybe with the final nail, the nail
he's yelling.
in the form of a missile. Dashy is fired up, shutting up this crowd, making plays, calling game. 10 to go, and he lights up the feed. It's all Big Brucey with 32 on the board. Map 3, takeover, G2. We'll see you in the losers bracket.
And well, that means Envoy gets a date with his former team later today. But for OpTic, back to a Sunday. Back into a winner's final, back to a top 3, doing what they do and have done all year.
Dude, you know, you have favorites sometimes as a commentator, players you just love to cast because they have these special moments.
They own the moment.
And I just feel for me, like how many moments I've casted for Dashy, like I want him to compete forever.
Yeah.
It's how I felt about Formal back in the day. Like I just want him to compete forever because I know there's going to be electric moments out of him. The guy.
Et la run continue pour OpTic ici à Paris La Défense Arena. Okay, we knew it was coming, right? Changez pas, les gars. Don't change anything. Dashy, thank you so much for joining me after this one. Let's block the noise. You've been doing it so far amazingly so. Better than yesterday when I think about Search and Destroy, and I know that Shotzi was telling me that we're going to look at streams, look at the VODs, make sure that everything feels better. What did you guys look at from the VODs yesterday? Because your hardpoint was super clean from an individual perspective, but again, it's the second map for me that made the difference.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely our mid-round. Yesterday we were kind of playing a little bit indecisive, and man, I love this place. This place is so lit. But yeah, I'd definitely say our small talk was a lot better, and our mid-rounds for sure.
And you've been in OpTic forever. How is it for you?
Bruce chants here. The Bruce chants, I'm loving them. This is insane here. This is a crazy atmosphere.
Do you feel like it's the kind of stuff used to that, obviously, playing in the US?
I mean, this crowd is absolutely insane. I mean, obviously, I understand the circumstances, but this is like probably the best stadium I've ever played in. There's feels like 50,000 people in here, so it's crazy for sure.
See? This is actually insanely unique because this is the first time I hear anyone clapping for OpTic this weekend, so congrats.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. You changed it and you win some fans. I mean, there's some Green Wall fans here, obviously. You want to say anything to them?
Yo, shout out to the 4 Green Wall fans. These guys are absolute soldiers, man. Absolute soldiers. Appreciate you guys.
Changez rien, les gars. C'est absolument génial. Je veux lui poser une question sur la run qu'ils ont eu jusqu'ici, parce que les gens n'arrêtent pas de dire que voilà, OpTic a un bracket qui est relativement facile. Je veux savoir ce qu'il en pense. I keep on reading online that people say you have an easy bracket so far. The journey for OpTic, smooth sailing. You get shoot smashed. What do you think of that? Has it been easy?
I mean, we're playing whoever we get. We're not really deciding who we get in our brackets. I mean, it kind of just ended up like this. Obviously, it is what it is, but yeah, I really have no other comment than that.
Right, so thinking about the next opponent you're going to have, he's going to be the winner of the next match, either Faze, Vegas, or the LA Thieves. I asked the question to Koi yesterday, but I want to know what you think. Who do you think is going to win? Who's your next opponent and why? What is it going to come down to?
I think we're going to play Paco, you know what I mean? Like, he's just a Paris hometown boy, so should be lit. But honestly, that should be a banger series. I mean, those guys always go the distance, so looking forward to it.
Amazing, looking forward to that as well. Thank you so much, Dashy, for joining me. Send him some love, especially for you guys. I'm going to leave you guys with the scuff play of the game, and we'll be right back after this.